Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of A Little Bit Woo. We are your hosts, Kirsty and Jemma, and today we are talking about the power of gratitude.
Gratitude. So what is gratitude? Gratitude is just being thankful.
Yeah.
And it sounds really, really simple and almost a little bit namby-pamby, that you've just got to be grateful for things. But actually, there's an energy in that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you know, I will wholeheartedly admit I'm new to all of this sort of woo-woo stuff. And I'd never really obviously I say my P's and Q's, pleases and thank yous. But I'd never really kind of acknowledged the power of being thankful for things.
Yeah, 1,000%. I think we're talking about, it goes back to what we were saying a little bit in our self-care of how we set our day up. And when we were saying, like, we say when we do our little morning routine where we send each other through, I think I'm trying to think of when we first wake up in the morning, is your brain in delta or alpha brainwave? Now that's a pod in itself. So basically,
I think it's delta.
Yeah. So basically, she's just gonna pop it on the old Google. Where would we be without Google or YouTube? And Amazon. Life was just, well, less fast.
No, I got no signal.
So, yeah, I think the best thing to talk about is when, at the beginning of the year in our book club, we did the book The Magic, and it was
by Rhonda Byrne.
Rhonda Byrne, and it was 28 days, was it?
28 days of gratitude. And
every single day there was a new, what's the word? I don't want to say activity.
There was a new activity.
A new challenge. It was a
yeah, a new thing. What the hell?
What's the word? Oh God. There was a challenge that we had to do every day, and it was just to keep your mindset shifting to the frequency of gratitude. And again, like Kirsty was saying, it could sound like being mamby-pamby. And the way I see gratitude is, it's not about, you know, we're only human and we are allowed to have bad days, and we're allowed to be angry and sad and feeling.
You're allowed to feel your feelings. Yeah.
Like, I know that's something that I've been learning recently, that if I'm angry about a situation, the positive, bubbly Jemma has almost punished herself for being angry. So it's a bit off topic, but the reason why I'm saying it is you're allowed to feel the feelings that you're feeling, and you're allowed to feel through them. But I find gratitude not only helps you out of that mindset or the spiral, but then depending on how sometimes the most simplest thing to be grateful for can start a ricochet of positive change in your life by looking for the simple things to be grateful for. Have I just gone in a complete round?
No, you're right. It's law of attraction is what you're talking
right.
about. And yeah, basically it's the energy of what you're putting out there.
Mm-hmm.
So being grateful is a positive energy, isn't it? So it's bringing positivity into your life without even realizing it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my favorite thing is, so when I'm at parkrun now, because it's a completely volunteer based thing is parkrun. So there's stewards all the way around the course, and they come every week. They'll be the same person. There's a guy he must be like somebody from the military or something.
Is he fit?
No, he's older. I mean, you know, each to their own. But he stands there.
I am married, by the way.
And he's the same spot every week, and I just know when I get to him that he just lifts me up because he's so positive. But I say thank you to all of the people, and I'm not joking. I run better at parkrun now because I thank everything, and I have to go around twice because there's 2 laps, and I thank them people twice, and it's almost like a thank you, but you know, I'm still throwing it out there. And I definitely feel like at each person, let's say there's probably 12 people stewarding, at each person that picks me up again to keep running, which is just really nice. Yeah. And just, I don't know, I just think by thanking people, like, again, coming back to parkrun, I've had, like, people that I've maybe used as a pacer without them even knowing it. So I'm just basically stalking them around the course to keep a pace. And then I get to the end and I say thank you, and just, like, the joy in the face.
It's the ricocheted effect of gratitude.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always look at it as in the world we live in today, where people have made mental health quite a taboo. But just being completely honest, we need to have more ways of how do we help ourselves when with our own mental health, and how we help. We need a lot more tools in the toolkit, don't we? And I just find that gratitude is such a big one, but not just to us individually, but collectively. Like you said, the look on the person's face when you thank them. But
I'm thanking them for doing something they didn't even know they were doing, and then how much does that set them up for the rest of the day? That I'm there, like just because they showed up, they've actually really helped me that morning. So why wouldn't I say thank you? It didn't cost anything.
I love how when we did the magic, it's like when each day when we started deep diving into, like, say for example, I don't know, I'm just trying to look for something now, my water bottle, and you go, I'm really grateful for the water bottle that holds water that hydrates me. I'm really grateful for the electrolytes that I put in my water bottle that fuels my hydration. I'm really grateful for the scientists that actually
purify water.
I'm actually grateful for the scientists that make my electrolytes. I'm actually grateful for the invention of electrolytes. And you can feel like you
end up down such a rabbit hole, don't you? Just like
not a rabbit hole.
No, but like
positive.
No, but like you said, just looking at a water bottle with some water and some electrolytes in, how much has gone into, like, just like the science of making a bottle and all, you know, the science of actually purifying water. Imagine if you had to go out to a stream and purify your own water. Like, that's it though, isn't it? Like, we take all of this stuff for granted.
Absolutely.
And and you can do it with so many things. I think one of the practices in the magic was, you know, as you're driving down the road, just kind of look around and thank everything kind of that you see, almost like a bit of an I Spy sort of thing. And it's like, thank you to the trees for obviously, you know, keeping us alive. Thank you to my car for getting me around for work. Just like, how would you function without other people that have gone before you to create these things for you?
Yeah.
That makes our life really simple now.
Yeah. But you know, some people could be like, oh, you know, you often get people say to me, or you hear, like, well, we have a lot to be grateful for. And it's almost said in a bit of a pretentious way, you know, if someone feeling like crap, or, you know, or they're just in a bit of a funk, and someone goes, well, you've got a lot to be grateful for. That is said with the wrong intentions, and it doesn't help at all, does it? Let's face it. It causes pushback. Let me. So it to me, gratitude is about flipping the switch to raise your vibration.
And it really does raise your vibration.
Well, look, we just started chatting, and the two of us are like, our energy went completely up. We became a little bit squeakier,
A little bit squeaky.
and that's it. It's like in this day and age, the world that we live in, especially in the horse world, is so blooming negative that we need to find ways to find positive.
Yeah.
And actually, as we say, a merry heart is as good as does you as good as a medicine. I believe a grateful heart does you as good as a medicine.
But like I was saying, about thanking people, like maybe last year I wouldn't have thought to maybe thank somebody that wasn't, anything to do with me. Obviously, I'd thank the people close to me, but not a stranger that's just set a pace for me in front of me. Or, I don't know. And now I'm like, no, like me saying that to that person is going to raise my vibration and it's going to raise theirs for the rest of the day.
And
so
it's
why
like
wouldn't
a domino effect.
It's free.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
So if I say thank you so much for whatever, I tend to do that, and say always thank someone for a service, or go out my way to thank a person and show my gratitude. But energetically, as a collective, I am putting it out there that we need to adopt more the energy of gratitude, not only for ourselves, but for the greater good, and for, because then the next person will be like, I like that attitude. And do you not think, like, in society we've lost that a little bit?
Yeah. I was going to say absolutely, but I'm trying not to say that word.
So she's just saying yeah instead.
Yeah.
Hey, no German here. Mario's currently in Munich. There's no Germans in this house. So exactly. It's the world needs more positivity, and it starts with gratitude, in my opinion.
Here's one.
Go on.
How many times do you see people thank their horses when they've ridden them? I thank Elmo every time I ride him. He doesn't have to let me ride him. He doesn't have to, he's a horse that's been brought out of his horsey world and put into my world, and he doesn't owe me anything. So I need to thank him every time I ride him.
Bingo.
Yeah.
But it's thanking them for their existence. I'm sure there's been plenty of times in our little morning gratitude where I've said, like, thank you for my boy and his fluffy head, or thank you for the beauty of my gorgeous dolly when the light hits her. And that warmth, we need to adopt more love and joy again into our lives, but I believe it comes from gratitude.
Do you not think it's recognizing? I think this is maybe why we're losing it, because people are so in the little tunnel vision to the phones and everything else that they don't look. They don't see. Yeah. So how can you be thankful for things that you're not actually acknowledging and seeing?
Yeah. And if you're looking at it from a law of attraction perspective, it starts from gratitude. If you want to manifest, and another thing that everyone's talking about, manifestation, and it starts with gratitude.
It's all energy. It's all a high vibration of energy.
If you operate from low vibration, you're gonna manifest low vibration, because like attracts like. So if you want to work from a higher vibration, or from a loving place, or from a peaceful place, or from a grateful place, get grateful.
Yeah. And if you're down in the, you know, in a low energy state, that's where you start. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't
No.
need to go to therapy.
No.
You just start by being grateful for things,
Yeah,
and
and
actually
even
you'll
if
start climbing up that rung of
Yeah.
that ladder.
yeah, and it's the little steps, isn't it?
And you might look around and think, I have nothing to be grateful for, but actually you do. Just look a little bit deeper. You do have things to be grateful for, even the smallest things.
Yeah. I loved it, like when we did the magic, because it was hard work.
Oh, it was hard work.
It was really hard work, and you had to be very dedicated. And I must, if anyone's interested in going there, I would definitely do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely do it again.
Yeah, so basically you do every day you have to do 10 gratitudes. 10 things you're thankful for, don't you? And then there's
Every morning.
an activity as well. Is that what we're deciding it is, an activity?
Challenge.
A challenge. I don't know what the word would be.
It was great though.
It was great, but my God, it felt like January was the longest month ever. Then we seem to have appeared in April.
Yeah, where did that just all happen? But we're still grateful.
We're still grateful.
Thank
grateful
you.
for the sunshine.
But it's yeah. And it's funny, isn't it? Because people have always said, like, to me, God, you're such a bubbly, happy person. Because I've been brought up to a place to be thankful. And not in a, oh, I'm thankful. You need to be thankful for that.
Not entitled, you're thankful.
No, I'm thankful. So, I encourage anyone to, if you're like, oh, here we go, really, honestly, try it. Just in the mornings when you get up. I love one of my friends who's a life coach. She does a shout out, and I did that a few years ago. So I used to drive. It used to take me 10 minutes to drive from my house in Southport to my horse every morning. And I would, during that drive, I'd do a gratitude shout out. So I'd just be like in the car, just talking out loud and just been like, I am so grateful that I can drive. I'm so grateful for the driving instructor that taught me. I'm so grateful for my dad who paid for my driving lessons. I'm so grateful for my husband buying our first car when we came back to Germany. I'm so grateful. I can look at my smile on my face.
You've not actually taken any time out of your day to do that.
No,
because you're already driving.
Well, it's all about stacking, isn't it?
Yeah. But doing these little things while you're already doing something, then actually you're not
having
having
to... What do they call it?
Multitasking?
No. Well, you have the negative, which is trigger stacking, isn't it? But when you're doing a habit on a habit...
Habit stacking.
Duh. Oh, you can tell it's a Friday.
Yeah, but it's so simple if you do it like that. If you were like, oh, well, I need to do 10 minutes of gratitude every day, then that sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Whereas we do just 3 gratitude in our little thing that we've made a thing, which probably takes us 2-3 minutes every morning to write. And we've done it then. We've literally got up and done it. But then, like you said, you can do it on a drive, thinking of things in your life that you're grateful for. Or do the one that I said, like drive down the road and just literally look around and observe your surroundings and say, thank you for that, thank you for that, thank you for that, thank you for curbs, thank you for white lines, thank you for the stop sign to tell people to stop.
To save my life.
I mean, some of them don't stop, but
Yeah. And
thank you for a roundabout.
We make so many things in life a chore.
Yeah, it don't need to be a chore.
Gratitude doesn't need to be a chore. We need to adopt it as a way of life. And I'm just encouraging anyone to just give it a go and tell me you don't feel any better afterwards, because you mark my words, you'll feel better.
Mark my words.
All right. Well, it's fact then.
I know. I just like the saying.
You mark my words.
You'll feel better. You'll mark my words.
I'm not flipping farmer.
the hell?
Anywho, back to gratitude. So I think what I feel impelled to do for next week's podcast is I'm going to record a gratitude meditation because I can, bitches, because I'm qualified meditation teacher. So
I'm not. I'll just do the recording.
yeah, you can do the editing and just a simple 5-minute gratitude.
Yeah.
Like a gratitude affirmation meditation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the weather. I'm grateful to be alive. Yeah, I'm grateful for my legs.
She's grateful for me.
I'm grateful for Kirsty, my little pocket rocket.
We're grateful for this podcast so we can just talk utter. I was going to say utter shit. It's not really utter shit, is it? I think it's really useful. But yeah.
So yeah, I think gratitude is, it's not just an anchor. It's not just a stabilizer and a balancer and a healer. It's a way of finding our way out of.
Are you going to say the J word?
Yeah.
Finding our joy.
Yeah. Finding our way out of a funk or a lower vibration and finding our way to joy.
Joyful, joyful.
Bloody love you. Right, anyway. So, I think that wraps us up, doesn't it?
If that's where you want to wrap up.
I think so.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for listening. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, follow, and share our podcast with a friend. We think our podcast is flipping epic. So go ahead and share it. And we'll see you all next Tuesday for a little bit more woo. Woo woo!